Okay, I gotta get my voice together for this one, y'all. Let me drink a little something. Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, I'm Cara D. Thank you for coming to have Girl Talk with me on my podcast, I'm My Feelings. I'll be discussing things that'll have you reflecting, but also have you intrigued. Have a seat and let's start this healing journey together. And also remember, the growth never stops. Hi, you guys. It's Cara. Welcome back. Welcome mother freaking back to another episode. Matter of fact, to season 2 of I'm My Feelings. How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute. It's been a good whole 2 months. It's been 2 months, and I'm going to tell y'all, since the last time we spoke, your girl has been outside. Not like fully outside, just like maybe, I'm going to say a foot outside. Nothing too dramatic, but I've been outside. Nevertheless, I've been outside. Anywho, so we're not even going to get into how my week been. I'm going to get into how it's been since our separation for those 2 months. So last time we spoke, I was telling y'all that I was getting ready for my cousin party, Trap Gala. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all, this Trap Gala was my cousin threw an amazing party. Okay, you already know, when it comes to a gala, you have to dress up. I'm gonna get to what I had on. So I'm gonna put you in the mind of my outfit. Puts you in the mind of Jessica Rabbit. If you know Jessica Rabbit, then you know, with the long gloves and the long dress, but it was all black. My dress was velvet. It went around my neck, and then it flowed all the way down, and it had a slit on, what was it, my left side? It was my left side up to my thigh. So then, honestly, I was in limbo on if I should get the gloves to go with it. So I was like, you know what? I feel like the gloves is going to take this outfit to a whole nother level. End up getting the velvet gloves to match my dress. And I was going for the Jessica Rabbit look. When I tell y'all, I did that. I did that outfit. Oh my gosh. So then I got my hair. How was my hair? My hair was in half up, half down. And my hairstylist, shout out to you, Karina. My hairstylist, she put the crimps in it. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I kept on getting endless compliments when it came to my hair. And then, like my daddy, when I tell you, because my daddy came to the party as well. My daddy was, yeah, he looks great every time he dresses up. He cleans up quite well, I must admit. And I think that's where I get it from. No shade to my mama, but I think I get it from my daddy. Like when I clean up, y'all, I clean up quite well. So, anywho, back to how I look. Yeah, my hair was half up, half down, and my shoes was strapped. It was like it went around my leg. And it was just like full of diamonds. Well, I'm not going to say diamonds. Y'all know rhinestones. It was full of rhinestones. Very sparkly, but it was black as well. So nice. When I tell you, I looked it really nice. Oh my gosh. And it seemed like soon as when I stepped in the building, because my family, it was like seating along the wall. So my family was seated along the back wall. As soon as when I walked in, it's just like they face lit up. They was like, oh my gosh, you're Cara. I'm like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Whatever. You know, I made my rounds. So then, my cousin, when I tell you I got to stop fooling with this man, every time, y'all know that one cousin that when y'all link up, y'all just have a good time. So when it comes to my daddy's side of the family, my one cousin that I link up with, he's in college. Guy, it's a dude. Oh gosh, I gotta stop fucking around with him. This man, when I tell you, when you seen him at the party, I was somewhere close, and vice versa. When you seen me, trust and believe he was somewhere close. Me and this man stayed at the bar. We was just, y'all may hear Brooklyn in the background, but we was just like so outgoing at the party. And the fact that me and him like was together, it just made it like 10 times better. No, I wasn't dancing or anything, but nevertheless, I still had a good ass time. My cousin, that was a party. Do you hear me? Everybody in the building looked amazing. And it's so funny because like a few days before the party, I was at work doing my route, and all of a sudden, I started thinking about the Migos song "Handsome and Wealthy." So I'm like, what the hell? And I just started singing it. So then I'm like, me being me, I'm like, why this song pop up in my head? I said, so is it gonna be like some handsome and wealthy men at the party? Y'all, when I tell you, excuse my language, the niggas was out. The niggas was out. When I tell you, everybody looked at nice, amazing. Rod, shout out to you. Your party was on point. Anywho, so back to what happened within these past 2 months since our separation. My baby graduated. She graduated from preschool and she is going to kindergarten. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, it has been a journey, you guys. When I tell you the graduation was such a tearjerker, I ended up crying at the graduation. So, get to the school. And of course, we all have to sign in everybody that's going into the graduation. So I made it to a point to sit up in the front so I could take pictures and videos. Get up to the front. I'm sitting there. Mind you, I have on a hat, so she really don't notice me. It's a lot of people, so she's really not going to be looking out in the crowd. My baby don't be on that. So she walks in. Her class walks in. Her class is the red class. She walks in or whatever, and she foot to foot with her teacher, foot to foot. So they finally get upstage. Well, I'm talking about get upstage. They finally get up to the stage, and all the classes are lined up. So they start singing their song that they have been rehearsing throughout the school year. Mind you, earlier that week, she was all in the kitchen on the stool. She was performing "Shine, Shine." So that's a part of the song that they was supposed to be performing. Ask me if she performed the song. Well, Cara, did she perform the song on the stage? No, she did not. She sat there. She looked out in the crowd. So the teacher, now she's sitting on, the teacher is holding her on her hip. I don't know why all my baby's teachers just be babying her, but yeah, they baby her. If you have been enjoying this week's episode of I Have My Feelings thus far, and you would like to give the show some support, please click the link in the show notes below or consider leaving a review through Apple Podcasts. Now let's go ahead and get back to the show. I guess you just have that charm like her mom. Anywho, so she just looking out in the crowd or whatever. So then, the biggest class that was graduating got off stage, and the preschoolers just went ahead and performed their song. So now her class now moved up to the front of the stage, and the teacher tried to put her down. Now my baby want to act up. She all on the ground. So now I'm trying to get her attention and tell her to stop and stand up. So the teacher points at me so Brooklyn could get her attention and so she could see me. She finally see me, and I tell her to get up. So she stand up, and soon, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like something just clicked. And she was like, "Mommy!" Now she turns into this whole baby. So now she trying to hop up off the stage to get to me. So the teacher tell me to come here. So I come to the stage and I said, "Can I get up on the stage with her?" So she said, "Yeah." So I got up on the stage with her. Now I'm standing behind the curtain. I'm trying to get her to perform their little routine that they have been practicing throughout the school year. Brooklyn don't want to perform nothing. When I say nothing, so now everything is done. We're heading down to get to our seats. Brooklyn is boo-hoo crying. She cried the whole time. Since she seen me, it's the very moment that she seen me to the end of the graduation, she cried the whole time. Mind you, I was taking Brooklyn home with me anyways because we had a doctor's appointment to go to. Brooklyn, we end up sitting in the back, like way in the back of the, because it was in the cafeteria. We end up sitting way in the back of the cafeteria with her teacher assistant. That we call the teacher assistant Brooklyn Auntie. End up sitting back there with her, and Brooklyn steady crying. So I'm like, "Brooklyn, you're coming home with me. Just chill. Just like, I had to walk with Brooklyn across the stage. Brooklyn would not participate. I tried to take pictures of her with the 2024 balloons. Yeah, no, Shawty wasn't on that. But anywho, she did graduate to the next level. She did graduate to the next level, so that's a plus. But yeah, and then they took us on it's like memory lane where they have the pictures of all the students and like what they did throughout the school year. When I tell you my baby was almost in every single picture, almost every single picture. And I think the fact that she was in almost every single picture, and I just seen like the growth, and I know the growth that she has went throughout the school year. I was bawling. I was bawling, and it wasn't even that time of the month. I was very much emotional. But yeah, what else? My little cousin graduation party. He graduated from high school. Shout out to you, Tyshawn. He had a graduation party at the park. Guess who I'm with again at this graduation party? My cousin that I was with at the Trap Gala. So now we around here drinking at the party. Correct. This man fixing 4 cups, nothing but Patron in the cups. I'm like, sir, I have to drive. I have to drive. Good thing I ain't have my baby with me because, yeah, my oldest cousin ended up taking my baby to a splash pad with her daughter and our other cousin. So that was a plus. And then she ended up bringing her to me. Then her daddy ended up turned right back around and picked her up from me from the park and ended up taking her to another splash pad. Sidebar. Please tell me why, y'all, the next day, that Sunday, she around here putting on her bathing suit. I'm assuming that she wanted to go to another splash pad the next day. I'm like, "Shawty, listen. Yeah, you was outside yesterday, but we inside today. You're not going to no splash pad." Yeah, I did. I let her wear the bathing suit around the house. I surely did. But that don't mean we was going nowhere. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. And if her wearing that bathing suit is gonna keep her quiet, to hell with it. Let her wear the damn bathing suit. I don't care. It's not hurting me. And guess what? She was just as content with that bathing suit on and not going nowhere. But I should have called my cousin up or her daddy and be like, "Y'all come get this girl. She waiting on y'all to go to another splash pad." But anyway, let's get back to the graduation party. Graduation party, it was a vibe. I can't even lie to you. It's a good time every time we link up, especially on my daddy's side. Well, hell, on my mama's side too. It's a vibe. It's just a vibe altogether. I can't even lie. But my cousin, my cousin, the one that I be with, I gotta stay from around that man. I do. What else? Oof. It was another party that I went to. It was an all white party. It was an all white party, but we had to wear like our favorite tennis shoe or whatever. Who? Okay. I was gonna take off that day. Let me tell you how this went. I was gonna take off that day, but I end up going to the park. I end up going to work. So my mama had my baby. Mind you, this is my mama. It's my mama's friend party, but she's a family friend. It's like she's a part of the family. So of course, all my mama's side of the family was at the party. I end up going to the place waiting on the caterer um for the lady, well, who party it was. For the family friend who was throwing the party. I end up going to the place to wait on the caterer for her. So I was late to the party. I got to the party like around maybe 9 o'clock. Mind you, the party is over at 12. So I have on this all white outfit. I have on this white t-shirt with this skater skirt, with the Jordan ones, the pink and white Jordan ones, and I had a bucket hat, the color of the pink in the shoes. So I'm like, okay, I really wasn't too confident about my outfit because I felt like I needed like some long hair to really like bring out the outfit, but whatever, it really don't matter. Got to the party, and you see, like, soon as when I walked through the door, it's like something just switched. I was just like, it's like I switched the party mode. So got to the party, walked through the door, switched the party mode, and I walked around or whatever, making my round. So then as soon as when I got around to my family table, boom, they was like, oh, Kyra. I was like, well, what's up? You know, me being me. If you know me, you know me. Me being me. So then I seen the party girl. I mean, I'm talking about the party girl. I seen the birthday girl, and I was like, well, hey, beautiful. She was like, hi, you made it. I was like, of course. Y'all already. Like I said, if you know me, you know me. I put on that white girl voice. It's over and done with. But I end up eating. So then her husband, the birthday girl husband, he was like, Cara, you go get a drink? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a drink. I just need to eat first. Let me eat. So then I ate or whatever, went straight to the bar. Mind you, it's open bar. It is open bar. The only thing you have to do is just tip the bartenders. So just so happened, my stepdaddy is the bartender. So guess what? I don't have to tip a soul. Endless drinks all night. So as I'm walking around or whatever, I got my drink and I got a shot. My cousin came in, she started eating, and me and her was late. She came in, I came in before her, she came in after me. She was eating. I bought her a shot, and she was like, Carl, go give me a drink. Got her a drink. Boom. We tossed the shot back. Now we on our drink. Mind you, hookahs going around. So they finally put a hookah at our table. Y'all already know me. When I get on a hookah, if a hookah is around, I'ma hit it. So we on the hookahs or whatever. So now my drink, I don't know what them drinks had in it. Liquor, clearly. Oh, it's liquor. It was liquor. Okay? Listen. If y'all ask anybody that was at that party, they will tell you Cara was moving around. Cara was acting like that was her party. Needless to say, like, a time was had that night. Like, on so many levels. Y'all, I left the party. Told y'all, my mama, she was my designated driver. I was about to say designated drunk driver, but she wasn't drunk at all. She probably only had like one drink, maybe two drinks. But me, baby, I was tossing them back. Me and my cousin tossing them back. So by the time it's time for us, the party was over at 12. By the time 12 hit, baby, I was done. When I say done, I was done. And I was on the edible. Baby, a time was had. That's all I'm going to say. A time was had. But anywho, nevertheless, I digress. So y'all already know I have a vulnerable moment. So one day I was just sitting back and I was just thinking, right? So I'm like, damn. Like when my baby get older, I want her to be able to like just come to me and talk to me. Even if this is just something that is just so hard for her to talk about, I still want her to be able, I want to create that safe space for her to come and talk to me about anything. So as I'm sitting there thinking, but I'm like, damn, if I want to have that type of relationship with her, that starts now. Y'all already know. Story time. I have a story. So I can remember back in ninth grade, I was hanging out with some chicks. I was a cheerleader, you know. I was kind of known to my own horn. But anywho, that's besides the point. So I was hanging out with some chicks. One of the girls that I was hanging out with, me and her actually cheered together. We was both cheerleaders. We're gonna call her Stephanie, right? Okay. Keep in mind, keep up with the names. We're gonna call her Stephanie. Sorry, excuse me. So then the other chick, now this chick, she's in my class. We're gonna call her Alicia. Now, Stephanie just so happened to like the same sex. And she was messing around with Alicia's sister. We're going to call Alicia's sister Star. Okay? Okay. So we have Stephanie, Alicia, and Star. Okay. So now that we have the names in place, me and Stephanie was hanging out after school one day. This was ninth grade. We was hanging out on the patio. And Star ended up getting into a confrontation with another gay chick, right? So now it's to the point where me and Stephanie, we're trying to keep the other chick away from Star so like, nothing don't happen. Needless to say, the other chick ends up getting away from me and Stephanie and getting to Star. She ended up swinging on Star or whatever. Let me tell y'all, she hit Star so hard, Star fell the fuck out, right? Okay. So now me and Stephanie, we looking lost as hell. Lost. Administrator get involved. Now Alicia and her family done heard about it. Alicia wasn't at the school. Alicia left. It was only Star still at the school. So Alicia and her side of the family end up hearing about what had happened. So they get now they're on their way up to the school. It gets to a point where now they're to the school. The paramedics and everything had to come out to the school for Star. That's how hard she was hit. So keep in mind, the other chick that hit Star, she took off running. So now it's to the point where Alicia and her family's is here at the school. I'm talking about here, like I'm at the school. Alicia and her family is at the school at this point. So I'm telling them what had happened or whatever. So they know what happened. Now it's just like war. It's war between Alicia, Star, and her family. And then the other chick that hit Star and whoever else she's with. So I get home. Tell my mama what happened. Mind you, I wasn't in it. I was just, trying to be the peacemaker like I am. Trying to keep the peace in every situation. And I tell my mama what happened. Now administrators, they want me to make a statement against the girl that hit Star. So I'm like, nah, I ain't finna make no statement. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So my mama, she steady asking. And I keep in mind, my mom actually know Alicia and Star's mother because they used to work together. So yeah. So now my mama, I feel like I don't know if she felt compelled to like kind of get me to make a statement, but she was like, well, Cara, why don't you want to make a statement? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I did not want to I was scared. I was scared to make this statement. I didn't want to make this statement against this girl because the way that she hit Star, I'm like, hell nah. Oh, nah. Now, keep in mind, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girly girl. The chick that hit Star, excuse my language, she's a real nigga. Like, she looked like a whole dude out here in these streets. Like, if you would walk past her, you would think that she was a dude. Oh, shit. I'm going to keep it going. I'm gonna keep y'all don't even want to know what I just thought about. But I'm gonna keep it going. But she look like a whole dude out here in these streets. So I'm like, nah. So I told my mom, I was like, I'm scared. And she was like, why are you scared? And I told her, I was like, she look like a whole dude. And the way that she hit Star, I don't want her to come back and hit me that way because I done snitched on her. I hope she probably do this. No, she probably don't. I highly doubt it because she don't seem like that type of person. Just fuck it. I don't care. So my mom was like, well, Cara, put yourself in Star's shoes. You would want somebody to step up the way that you stepped up for her if, like, you was the one that got hit. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So I thought about it. And mind you, my stepdaddy's sitting right there. And they trying to convince me to go ahead and make this statement. So I'm like, I don't know about this. I was like, I'm gonna let y'all know. Needless to say, I end up making a statement and the girl ended up getting kicked out of school. It wasn't, I'm pretty sure it was due to, what had happened, but I'm pretty sure other factors played a part into the fact that she got kicked out of school. But needless to say, I say that to say this. I was so scared to make this statement, and my mom, the fact that I was able to open up to my mama and just like really tell like how I felt, like be in tune with my feelings and tell her how I feel, even though it hurt me, even though I'm not gonna say it hurt me, even though I was scared to say it, because I really didn't want to tell her like I'm scared. Like, I am really scared. Like, I don't want to make this statement because I don't want to get it. I don't want to get in no shit with them. Like, I gotta go to school with them. I don't want to get in no shit with them. That's how I felt. And the fact that I was able to express that to her, I want my baby to be able to come in and express like her deepest emotions to me without being felt like, oh, I'm gonna judge her, or just being scared altogether, like I'm not gonna understand where she's coming from. I want to be able to help her through those trying times, whatever it looks like to her. I want to be able to help her through them because that's what my mama did for me. And me and my mom, we have a great relationship, and I just want to have that type of relationship with my child as she grows. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and move into our topic for this week. So therapy is now in session. Okay, so this week we're gonna talk about a person being a liability versus an asset. Now, let's go ahead and just unpack this thing. Have you ever like held a conversation with an individual and they stated like, "Oh, I know what I bring to the table." Yeah. Okay. I feel like everybody has done this. Me, I'm very much guilty of it. But exactly what do you bring to the table? We all have this take on ourselves that we bring so much to a table, which in fact may be true. But let's take a step back for a second and like really ask yourself, what exactly are you bringing into a relationship? Now, keep in mind, this can be any type of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic one. So, me personally, I could be both. That's just me being honest. Let me explain. I feel like my finances are not up to par or like where I would like them to be. So if an individual comes into my life, somebody that has, you know, their ducks in a row, if they're coming in finances up to par, they're financially stable. I'm gonna put it that way. And say, oh, I may need help financially when it comes to something. They may feel like I'm needy, and they may view me as a liability just by the fact that, oh, I may need help more than what they would like to help me as. Now let's look at it. Let's take away the financial aspect of it. Let's look at it like on an emotional level. If say you get into a situation with an individual, and this is a person that don't know how to manage their emotions. And what I mean by that, Okay, say you're talking to somebody and it can just be like the smallest little things, the very little things that you say, it just triggers them. They don't know how to listen, they don't know how to properly communicate, and it's just like they're just a hothead all, overall. I'm gonna put it like that. They're just a hothead overall. I don't feel like this person can be a liability. And why I say that, because say on my end, I'm a woman and I'm interested in men, okay? So I feel like a man should be able to know how to properly regulate their emotions, which with every man that's not going to come like that. But this is how I feel. This is what I have seen growing up. A man knows how to regulate their emotions. A man know how to diffuse a situation and take control of it in a proper manner. And I'm not saying like in a controlled manner, like they just have to have their way. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying in that way. What I mean is, say I get into something with, say we at the grocery store and I get into something with maybe like the cashier or maybe like another customer that's behind me, and my man is standing right there. I don't need my man. Of course, I want him to stand by my side through and through, of course. But I want him to be able to diffuse the situation or know how to diffuse a situation instead of making matters worse. Now, say if he's the one that gets into something with an individual. Yes, I do want him to be stern. I want him to stand on his business. But I feel like if this is an individual, if this is a guy that just flips off, automatically get into fights, and it can be about something that's just so small. Oh, this person took the last damn bread. I don't feel like that's something to get in an argument about or something, get into a confrontation about. But him, on the other hand, if he don't know how to handle his shit, I'm gonna put it that way. He don't know how to handle his shit. He's going to view that or deem that to be something much larger than what it really is. And then it's gonna get to a point where, okay, say he do get into a fight with the person that took the last damn bread. Now he got more shit on his plate that he can handle, because guess what? Now the police is involved. Now this person could press charges on him. Now it's to a point where, oh, they could this person could sue him, and now it's coming out of pocket. So now it's to a point where now our finances is being affected, because nigga, you don't know how to handle your shit. You don't know how to walk away from things. You don't know how to just let things roll off your back, especially when it's something that is so freaking small. That person will be a liability to me, because now you're messing with my household. Now you're messing with the finances that's going on within our household. It's affecting us. And it's just like, all because you don't know how to manage your emotions. Now, let's look at it from a different perspective. Say I say something to my man, that's supposed to be my man. Say I say something to him, and this person, he always cuts me off, and I can't fully get out the statement that I'm trying to say to him, because it's always something he take this one little sentence that I have said out of the whole freaking statement or the whole freaking thing that I'm trying to get across to him. He take like maybe this one sentence out of the whole conversation and runs with it, and it could be something that don't even have anything to do with the larger issue at hand. It could be just like maybe a smidget, like a mustard seed of the freaking issue at hand. Correct? Okay. So cut you off, run with that sentence, and now it's to the point where this person is cussing you out for no reason. Right? Right. Okay. That person is a liability, because you don't know how to control your anger. You don't know how to properly listen. You're only listening to respond instead of listening to fully understand what the hell I am saying. And I feel like that person, a person like that, that person feels like they have to have like a sense of control in the situation. But that's just me. That's another topic for another day. But that's just me viewing a person, dang, my ears are ringing. That's just me viewing a person as being like a liability in that aspect. Now, I'm going to say for, we're going to go ahead and move to the asset. I feel like I could be an asset when it comes to, y'all know the statement, well, the phrase where it says like a woman makes a house into a home. Like a woman really makes a house into a home. I feel like I'm an asset on that end, and I really didn't understand that phrase until like I really got in, like I was really locked in with a dude, like living together, everything. Like I could view myself as really making that our home, our house into a home, even though it was an apartment. But I was the one that really made our apartment into a home. And I'm gonna say this, okay. In a perfect world, women, we all want our men to handle the financial aspect of our living arrangements, like hold it down. You handle all the bills, or he handles the major bills, and you handle like the smaller bills, handle the things around the house, food. Okay. When it came to our situation, I'm gonna say I was an asset in that place. For one, I did all the grocery shopping. For two, I handled the kids. It was only two of them, but it was still more than one. I handled the kids. Any household products, anything. If he needed deodorant, he didn't have to tell me. Like I was really, which I probably shouldn't have. I took on the role of a wife, and I shouldn't have, because I should have played my role as a girlfriend instead of taking on the role as a wife, because I did not have that ring. But that's another topic for another day. Once again. But I made our apartment into a home to him, because he didn't have to worry about where his next meal was coming from. He didn't have to worry about not being able to wash his clothes, or not having laundry detergent to wash his clothes. He didn't have to worry about his deodorant running out, his body wash running out. He didn't have to worry about what the hell he's going to lay his head. He didn't have to worry about those essential things. Why? Because I had that on lock. I had that in place for our family to run in rotation. He didn't have to worry about putting the kids down for bed, giving them a bath, putting the kids down for bed. I took on so much in that relationship, to a point where when we broke up, the man was still trying to come back, because he knew for a fact, like, he have never felt that with anybody else. And it's just like, I made that place secure for him. And I feel like that's how I feel like I was an asset in that situation. And I'm gonna just be honest, I was Miss Make It Happen in our relationship. But one more time, that's another topic for another day. But we're gonna go ahead and move right along. So, what did I do this week to improve the quality of my life? Minding my business. Honestly, I was in a space where I felt like my mind was foggy. It felt like things wasn't clicking the way that that I liked slash needed them to click. So I slowed down, like I'm smoking the hookah. I know. Kudos to me. I know. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't just cut it out of my life like altogether, because trust and believe. If a hookah is at an event, or on site, and it's being smoked, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it. But because I always have my tip. But I just slowed down a little bit from it. I'm not doing it as much. I felt like that played a part into like me having brain fog. Yeah. Just trying to, okay, I'm gonna put it this way. I've been cutting things out of my life. People, places, and things out of my life. Um I feel that no longer serves me. So I feel like that was that's confirmation. But I feel like that has been that has played a major part when it comes to like me trying to be focused and trying to get my life on track the way that I would like it to be. So yeah, that's what I did this week to improve the quality of my life. Now the song this week, y'all. No, I haven't. I didn't do karaoke. I did it at the beginning. I know y'all miss my singing, my beautiful voice. I know. I felt it when I didn't do it. I felt it. I felt it on my spirit. I may bring it back. I don't know yet. But anywho, I got a song for y'all. It's Mooney Long. It's Make Me Forget. Y'all check it out. This is one of her new songs. Yeah. Y'all just go ahead and listen to it. Just listen to it because I really can't explain the song. All I'm gonna say is like the girl is talented. She is. I feel like she's bringing back. Y'all know that old sense of R&B that we had like back in the day, like Toni Braxton. Um, who else? Kelly Price. I feel like she's along the lines of that, but just like, in this era, just go ahead and just check out the song. Just listen to it. That's my song. I can't even lie to you. That is Chef Kiss. The girl did her thing on that song. But y'all already know. That concludes our therapy session for this week. Thank you guys for all the love and the support that you have been showing me. And don't you dare hesitate to keep it coming. On the other hand, please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. I will absolutely positively see you guys next week on another episode of I'm My Feelings. Let me go ahead and let y'all go.